for your take. The women that shone so bright, you had to extinguish their flame. The women that spoke truth and brought you unwanted fame. The women that were tried and tested so you could exercise your power one last time before you extinguished hers. The women who were more of a man than you'd ever be, who'd stand up tall and lean after being shoved into floorboards. Oh, wouldn't your mama be proud of how you've turned out? Rather than turning yourself in, turning in on yourself and reflecting within, you go round for Sunday roast. In your Sunday best, all smiles and fake pride and pretend, and tell her, no thanks, I'm full, mummy. I couldn't possibly take any more. Knowing full well you're still starving, yet with all our carcasses on the floor. Murder scenes are terrifying places. Yours must occupy your mind, and you open your arms to let the next victim step inside. Oh, patriarchy, aren't you divine? It's time we stepped into your mind and broke down every house you built, because no more will we foot these bills. Oh, wouldn't your mama be proud? That's it. Well, I mean, there's another whole section, but I think that's long enough. I stumbled a bit because some things are still like scruffy notes. That's my poetic way of summing up everything I've just said for the past, hour and a bit? Hour and a half.
Yeah.
I ramble on, but sometimes...
That was a really good poem, but there were so many good lines.
Thank you.
There was a moment I wanted to just say, cheese. Nah, let's keep quiet.
You could have given me the clicks, could have given me the cheese. Yeah, I've got another one, or a kind of extension of that, but I think I'll leave it on the note I just left it on.
Yeah, it's a nice note to leave it on.
Yeah, thanks for listening. That was a preview, fresh piece.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing as well. It looks. My brain is...
Thank you. Maybe we could post the poem alongside the podcast.
Yeah, could do that separately.
Yeah, that could be cool. It kind of summarises this whole conversation.
Yeah. I'm not sure how long you spoke for, but...
A long time.
Either I make it, if it's a minute, then I can make it like the promo, but if not, then I'll put it on like IGTV and stuff like that.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
I could do now, but...
I could give you a proper recording of it as well.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to stick to previous poets, get poems.
So that was the poem to end it, and shall we end with our just revisit the solutions?
Yeah.
Who was it? It was one line I'll never forget. But Flow Assist.
Yes.
Flowetry. Did a workshop with her a couple of years ago. It was amazing. She's brilliant. Even in conversation, even just what she says in conversation, every sentence is just like wisdom, like droplets of wisdom. But yeah, one thing I remember her saying, one piece of advice in terms of poetry and writing, but I think this can be applied to just conversations as well and other aspects of life, is choose to end with a resolution rather than a revolution. So try and provide a solution at the end rather than just revolting and standing up. Do that, but provide a solution. That's something I'll never forget, and I think is key. So on that note, let's revisit our resolutions. But well, I say ours, the ones that I came up with anyway. But I don't know if they'll be effective. But yeah. So what to watch? So in terms of educating yourself, and clearing up the blurred lines, go and watch Is This Sexual Harassment on BBC iPlayer, people, by the amazing Ben Zand. Check out his other work as well. It's really talented. Yeah, really talented journalist. He seems really like personable as well.
Yeah.
Seems really cool. So yeah, Is This Sexual Harassment on BBC iPlayer? And then just check out the definitions of sexual harassment on rapecrisis.org or Citizens Advice or any government website basically, to clarify things for yourself and for others.
Yes.
And then pass on that knowledge.
You should share this information like you share about Kim Kardashian getting a new whatever. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, I know. We share like crap all the time, don't we? So share that good stuff. Share that good knowledge too. What else? So that's what to check out. And then obviously there's like the R. Kelly documentaries and stuff like that.
Which are just more eye-openers to I don't know, just...
So what happens when people don't intervene, basically,
exactly.
and power and people in power really extort that power. So yeah, educate, go check out those links, be less of a bystander where possible, where the situation allows for you to be so, where you're still safe yourself. As we said, it doesn't have to be like shouting about it and, you know, screaming in the face of the person doing the harassing or the abuse. Like, you can just subtly go up to a bus driver and make him aware of the situation, him or her, or go and sit next to that person, pretend they're your mate. There's subtle ways that you can support people and help be part of the solution. On a more local level, open conversation, chat to your friends, family, communicate, bring the issues up and address those often very outdated views, and make
the things that you don't talk about often
the things that you talk about. That's a bar. That deserved a click. We'll have to repeat that. Make the things that you don't talk about often the things that you talk about. Yeah. So that's number 3. 4.
Taking responsibility and getting yourself therapy.
Yes, that was the other one. So address any issues you have. They won't go away, so they won't just, dissipate. Yeah. So deal with them, get therapy. I think there's less of a stigma towards therapy nowadays. I think slowly people are accepting that actually it's kind of normal. I mean, just the way that you go to the gym and you exercise your body and you grow your, you grow and strengthen your muscles and you heal, or you go to the doctors or a physio if you tear something or break something. Like, we mend our physical bodies, but we neglect our mind, and that is such a huge thing. So yeah, reducing that stigma and just getting therapy. You can get therapy on the NHS, like go to your doctor, they can, there's self-referral, it's not all super expensive, there is free services out there. So
wonderful waiting list.
yeah, I would also recommend poetry as therapy, as a great form of therapy.
I do it too.
And just chatting to friends and having that support network.
I feel you can talk about things with other people and not feeling like you have to kind of keep it inside.
Yeah, for sure. And telling your guy mates that it's alright to cry, making people know that it's okay to cry, and not just men but like boys, because often it's hard to change adult behaviour. So I think we really need to focus on the younger generations, because they are still a bit more impressionable, and you know, their habits aren't as set in stone as us adults. Making them aware that it is healthy to actually express your emotions in a healthy way and not just deal with fists and cuss words and, you know, digging at other people. So yeah, educating and all generations really.
Yeah.
And hopefully that will have even more positive effects.
And men, we need to be better role models, is another thing.
Oh yeah, true. Yes, that all ties in. All ties in. It's all learnt behaviour. So what you do, the way you act, someone will pick up on it, someone will copy it. Whether that's your younger sibling, nephew, niece, your own kids, or just
and it all starts from home, because it's a saying that my mum always used to say to me is, anything you do at home you'll do abroad. So
everything you'll do,
anything that you'll do at home you'll do abroad.
Yeah, exactly. The way you behave at home is probably the way you behave
if you're on holiday or if you're any other place, because at home it's going to be acceptable for you to do certain things, so you'll do it. If it's not acceptable, then you won't, and you probably won't say things.
But yeah, so 5 ways. And hopefully, so it's no longer a solution square, we've got 5. I always get mixed up with hexagon or pentagon. Is it hex? 5? Maths isn't my thing. Clearly words are my thing. Ramble on for forever.
5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Because you know people would at us if it's wrong. It's not hex. Hex is 6.
So what's the other? Octagon?
No, oct
8.
is 8. That one's easy to remember.
So
5 is 5 pence then. Yeah, cool. Pentagon. Pentagon. So we have our pentagon solution. Yeah. Access the 5 sides. And hopefully you'll be helping in some way.
Yeah.
I was going to sound like the bloody Asda advert there. Every little helps. Every penny helps. But yeah, it's to try and incorporate those things, and hopefully we'll live in a more comfortable world.
That's the aim.
That's the aim. But yeah, let's wrap up. It's been lovely chatting to you.
Would you like to hear a random fact? Just a random fact.
A random fact. Okay, go for it. Give me a random fact.
A single cloud can weigh more than 1 million pounds.
A single cloud can weigh more than 1 million pounds.
So that means that at any given moment there are millions of pounds of water floating above your head, which is the equivalent to 100 elephants.
Wow. Well, if I wasn't like, if I wasn't already scared of